night, stranger. What's your name? God, what a downpour. The rain has been going strong for over an hour, and what started as a low-key sunny day has been completely transformed into a dark storm. Shiver in your wet, uncomfortable clothes. You can barely feel your fingers, and your feet ache. You've been told there's a tavern nearby, and you're hoping to spend the night there, but you don't know this area that well. Your heart starts beating a little faster when a faint light is in the distance emerges. This has to be the place, right? You pick up the pace, your muddy boots squelching along the dirt road. It doesn't take long before you finally, mercifully, arrive at what indeed appears to be a tavern. Relief floods through you when you push open the door and the warmth of the roaring fire touches your ice-cold skin. You're surprised by how full the place is this late at night, but then again, there probably aren't many other stops by the road that offer protection from the weather. You thump the mud off your boots best you can when you walk over to the tavern keep. Ah, welcome. What can I get ye, lass? Any chance for a nice wine? Don't you worry, coming right up. The barkeep scuffles off to get you your drink. As he does, you turn to face the rest of the tavern. You scan the room. It's packed. Your shoulders droop a little at the thought of having to spend the evening in a cold corner far away from the fire. But the place is strangely empty of company, except for one man, that is, occupying one table by himself. A large man, wearing a big shoulder pelt, sits turned away from the rest of the tavern. You consider for a moment to follow the example of the rest of the people present. A dangerous merc, a bounty hunter, a thief. But your cloak is dripping and pooling at your feet. It's not like he killed you, right? You make your way over to the table. The man's eyes only briefly flicker over to you when you scrape back a chair, but he doesn't say anything. Conversation halts once more as tension creeps into the tavern space. You can feel eyes boring into your back, but you ignore them in the hopes of appearing casual. When the man in front of you doesn't so much as twitch as you sit down, people go back to their hushed conversation. Relieved, you unbutton your cloak and drape it over the back of your chair, then get to work on taking off those damned boots. You wiggle your toes experimentally. Good. All still functional and in order. The barkeeper shuffles through the crowd with your drink, and you push the sopping wet hair out of your eyes. Here you go, lass. Drink up now. You want something to eat? Anything else? Yes, please. A hot meal of whatever's on the menu would be wonderful. And if there's room for staying the night, I have coin at the ready. The tavern keep furrows his brow. A meal I can do, but a room's gonna be difficult. Yes, see how swamped the place is? He gestures to the rest of the room. It's okay. If there's no space, I can spend the night in a chair here. cook a small smile. Anything's better than the storm out there. Now that's for sure. I'll get you your food. And with that, he's off. Turn your face to the hearth, relishing in its heat. You wish you could take off more of your wet clothes, but you'll have to wait until you have a little more privacy to do so. You chance a peek at the stranger. You take a chance, a peek at the stranger. The ridges of the scar across his lip and cheek throw soft shadows over his face in the firelight.
Did you need anything?
Ah, drat. Caught. We quickly look away. Just appreciating. You hear us snort.
Appreciating. I'm curious. What you see?
I was appreciating your battle scars.
Battle scars. I could be a fool with no skill.
I don't think that's true.
Let's hope you never have to find out if you're right then.
Here you go, lass. Eat up. The tavern keep puts a steaming bowl of stew in front of you, along with some soft bread. Your mouth waters. Thank you. I will. You dig in. It's simple food, but you've walked all day, and it does a right good job at warming you up. Halfway through your meal, you notice a pair of eyes has settled on you. You look up in the face of the stranger, who is regarding you with something akin to mild amusement. Do you need anything? Stranger's eyebrows twitch at your repeating of his previous question.
Just appreciating.
He's smiling. You're sure of it. Well, if you're hungry, feel free to order some for yourself. I'm not sharing.
No, I meant that it's nice to see someone eating with such gusto.
If that's a veiled insult to say you've been scarfing down your food in an unsightly manner, you're too tired to care. What's your name, anyway? Man looks up with lidded eyes.
Am I to entertain you while you eat?
Yes.
Then you better order me a drink.
You guess that's fair. You wave over to the tavern keep and gesture to the man to go ahead and order whatever he likes.
Another ale, please.
Coming right along. So, who are you? And if I'm asking anyway, how come you're hogging the fireplace? Hogging the fireplace? The other gentlefolk present seemed not to care for it, and so I took a seat where I please. Right. And you're sure that's why the other guests pass nervous glances at him every now and then?
My name is Azran.
Nice to meet you too, Azram. I'm Jess. The keep brings Azram his ale, and Azram drinks after giving you a small nod. What brings you here, Azram? Other than the pouring rain.
You just gave yourself the answer. It was indeed the rain that drove me to seek shelter.
Are you here alone? Where are you traveling to?
You sure have a lot of questions.
I brought you a drink.
didn't I?
I suppose you did. I travel alone, and where to is my business of my own.
Meal now finished, and your stomach satisfied. You push your bowl to the side and drag your chair closer to the fire. Your clothes are still sticking uncomfortably to your skin, but parts of your clothes that have been turned towards the fire are decidedly less soaked through.
Hold.
Closing your eyes, you settle in your seat and hold out your hands to the fire. You're shivering. Lovely though the fire may be, it's all you can do to keep your teeth from chattering. Distract yourself from the cold, wet dampness that clings to you like a second skin. Return to your table companion. So, you come here often?
From time to time.
And are there any beverages you particularly recommend? Ezram wordlessly holds up his tankard of ale. Ah, maybe you should switch tactics. Hey, so I have a pack of cards that hasn't drowned in the storm. Want to play?
I see you grow bored quickly.
Oh, won't you humor me? Get to know a stranger in a tavern at night. And some time in good company.
Who ever said the company was good?
But his mouth is lifting into a smile. And it feels like you finally have his attention. Let's put in some stakes while we're at it. Let's say winner gets to ask the loser a question.
But the loser.
I mean, if you don't want to, I'm not going to force you. How about then just give up a random fact about yourself instead?
I see I should just resign myself to my fate.
Great. You play Jack's stolen hand?
I know it. Yes.
Alright. I'll deal first. You deal the cards, and you play the first round next to the roaring fire. It doesn't take long before you smugly place down your last card on the pile before you. It's like I'm the winner.
I haven't played in a while.
What is something you enjoy doing?
I enjoy my work.
Which is?
I believe that's 2 questions.
The point of the game is to...
I'm a mercenary.
Ah. You must be good at fighting.
I should like to think so.
Why fighting?
It suited me.
Past tense?
You're a perceptive little thing, aren't you?
Azram doesn't elaborate any further than that.
I'll deal the next round.
Azram deals the card, and although it's unsure who will win for a while, Azram emerges victorious this time.
It's good to see the deck isn't rigged.
You got lucky, is what you did.
Do you always bother folk late at night for games and Conversation?
That's your question.
Well,
Yes. Well, I approached you because you looked interesting.
interesting. How?
You're handsome. I bet you charm your way in everywhere. Azram chokes on his ale. Handsome. I mean, have you seen yourself? My turn to deal now. Azram looks a little flustered. Alright, let's play another round. You shuffle the deck. Azram was right. He's played before. And he's picking it up again quickly. You emerge as the winner. I got you there, didn't I?
You did indeed, you little purse. You hadn't drawn.
He shuts up abruptly, looking a little embarrassed. Looks like you're enjoying the game.
If that's what you'd like to believe.
I want to know, how long have you been a mercenary?
Long enough to live until now.
More cryptic answers, I see. Then, have you ever dreamed of doing something else?
I suppose, at one point.
Ooh, let me guess. Dreamed of love. To your surprise, Azram doesn't deny it. He simply smiles and takes another swig of his drink.
Once, yes.
Once? That's it? Why? Was it a tragic love? Did you vow to never love again?
Nothing like that. People simply drift apart sometimes.
Another round of Jack's stolen hand begins. You're unlucky and draw bad card after bad card until the game ends with Azram as a clear winner. Nicely played. What's your question?
Now, I almost wish I hadn't won. I'm not sure what to ask you. I suppose an easy one is where you're traveling to. There's nothing out here for many miles.
True, but it's also one of the few roads between Yamsmore and Riverkeep. I'm heading east after this, though. You're welcome to join me if you want.
Aren't you for it? We'll see.
Oh, that sounds promising. You gonna be my bodyguard?
Hells no. At first sign you're slowing me down, I'd leave your sorry ass behind. Hells no. At first sign you're slowing me down, I'd leave your sorry ass behind.
You deal the cards once more. Azram has progressively gotten more into the game and is bent on winning again. It feels all the sweeter to take victory from him with a carefully selected array of cards.
They aren't really rigged, are they?
Nah, you just make for a terrible gambler. Azram gives you a flat look. Okay, so as for my next question... have you always looked this strong? Azram quirks an eyebrow.
Yes.
What? That's it?
I'm not sure what you wish for me to say. If you wanted me to show off my strength.
I bet you could do all sorts of interesting things with those arms.
If you wanted to compete in a round of one-armed push-ups, I'm afraid you'll lose sorely.
You should get your eyes checked. Clearly, you've got nothing on me. Azram snorted, but he's smiling. So, another round?
Right, let's make it the last one of the night.
He picks up the cards, shuffles them with dexterous fingers, and once again, you play. You have excellent cards and you feel sure you're going to win until Azran swoops in, figuratively, knocks you flat on your ass.
Looks like we're at a stalemate.
Oh, well, 3 wins to 3 wins. Huh. Well, the last question of the night is up for you to think of, stranger.
Am I still a stranger? This night I've talked more than I would in several weeks.
Well, I guess you're more like an acquaintance now. Like if I ran into you, I'd stop and say, hi, you know?
God, have mercy on me.
Wow, you just walk straight by me if you met me again somewhere. That's cold.
I don't think I'd be so fortunate for you to spot me easily in a crowd.
True. You're hard to miss. Who could resist a second glance at those muscles? So, what you want to know? You nod, and for a moment you share a compatible silence while nursing your drinks. Want another? I'll pay.
Thank you, but I'm good. Got to stay sharp.
Oh, could it be that you're getting a little tipsy, sir?
You sure would be amused if I was, wouldn't you? Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. Can't drink as much as I used to if I want to keep my head clear.
Oh, come on. You don't look that old.
I'd surprise you.
Did you celebrate your 30th birthday recently?
I'm not above flattery from a young, pretty thing, but that's taking it a little far.
Age doesn't matter much, though, does it? Not when you could snap my neck with 2 fingers.
Don't tell me you're scared now.
Should I be? Azram pauses at the tone of your voice, which, though still playful, has shifted to something a little more intimate.
You'd better be wise to put your cheek back where it came from.
The hours has grown late and there's not many guests left sitting around in the tavern space. Most that do look sleepy, drunk, or both. Well, I suppose I should find the comfiest chair I can and huddle in front of the fire.
Are you heading to bed?
Bed, chair, floor, whatever's available.
I see.
Oh, see you in the morning?
I may be well gone when you wake up.
That's too bad. I enjoyed talking with you. I suppose I should thank you for a job well done in entertaining me.
It was not a job as unpleasant as I thought it may be.
So, Have you thought of that question? As a parting goodbye.
I have one, though it's more of an offer, and one not quite appropriate to our game.
Oh, now I really want to know.
Well, since you don't have a bed for the night, and I happen to have one all to myself, I suppose I could share.
I'd happily accept such generosity, but just to make it clear, I'm interested in doing more than just sleep up there.
I was hoping that might be the case.
Ah, you did, huh? I wonder when you started entertaining that thought. Though, I know I must look ravishing right now. Grinning, you flip your damn strands of hair for extra effect.
So cocky. Does that confidence carry over to other things too? Because you do indeed look pretty ravishing.
It's yours for the taking. Azrim's eyes trace the lines of your figure appreciatively.
Now, that's what I like to hear. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you.
I'm counting on it. Let me see if my things are any drier, and I'm good to go. After collecting your things, you give Azrim a nod. You follow him up the creaking staircase, and your night at the tavern is spent in his company. Tomorrow, who knows? For now, you get to drift off to sleep on a comfortable mattress next door to a warm, strong man, among other things. Thank you so much for playing A Tavern at Night. I hope you found warmth in both the fireplace and the company.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. And go find a nice orc to snuggle up to. They need love as well. So, I'll catch you next time, everyone. Bye.